This is the Animal Cells presentation by the Science Branch of Oakton High School Multi-Ed Club. So what is a cell? A cell is the smallest unit of life responsible for all of life's processes. This is a diagram of the animal cell. There are 15 trillion animal cells in the average human body. Now we're going to look at the parts of a cell. The nucleus stores the cell's hereditary information, such as DNA, and coordinates the cell's activities. The cytoplasm is a gel-like substance made of mostly water that surrounds the nucleus. This is where chemical reactions happen. The cell membrane is a barrier keeping things in the cell and not letting anything out. It is a gate for nutrients and letting out waste. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. It generates energy needed for chemical reactions. The ribosomes produce proteins from amino acids, and the lysosome is a digestive system of the cell. It breaks down excess cell parts. The smooth ER regulates and releases calcium ions and processes toxins. The rough ER produces protein for the cell to function. The vacuole distributes waste products out of the cell, and the Golgi apparatus is a factory for processing and transporting proteins. Thank you for watching, and next we will have the plant cell presentation.
Hello, today we're going to be talking about plant cells. Firstly, what even are cells? Cells are the smallest part of any living thing, and it makes up all living things. Okay, now we know what cells are, but why do they matter? Cells matter because they make up everything that's living. You, me, your dog, the plants outside, everything that's living. Next, we're going to be talking about cells' organelles. What even are organelles? Well, first, let's find out what the key word in organelles are. Organ. Organelles are basically the structures that are inside these teeny tiny cells that basically function like organs. So, just like us, they also have organs that are like the stomach or the brain. Here we're going to be looking at the organelles or the parts or the organs of a plant cell. First, we have the nucleus, which is like the brain of the cell. For example, when we have a brain, it helps us move our arm, move our legs. It controls how we eat our food, like that. And the nucleus in a plant cell controls everything that happens in it as well. Next, we have the mitochondria. Definitely a tricky word to say. The mitochondria is like the powerhouse of the cell, meaning it creates energy for the cell to live off of and do basic functions. Next, we have the cytoplasm, which is like a slime substance in the cell, which holds everything in its place. The vacuole is a storage area in the cell. It's kind of like a mini garage in it. The cell wall, like the name, is a wall that holds everything together in the plant cell. And the membrane right inside of that is like the shield, protective shield of the cell. And finally, the chloroplast, which helps with photosynthesis, which is a process to help plants get food and give the plants the green color it has. Now moving on, here are more complicated organelles, or at least complicated to say, such as the ribosome, lysosomes, try saying that 5 times, it's a tongue twister, then the Golgi body and the endoplasmic reticulum or ER.
First, you're going to want to grab a green piece of paper, or in our case, we grabbed a white piece of paper and we colored it green. You're going to want to make sure you have a cell wall, a cell membrane, and the inside will be your cytoplasm. So you're going to want to grab a circular object. For us, we used a Pringle as our vacuole. And you're going to want to place it inside the cell. Next, you're going to want to grab a Reese's, which will be our nucleus, and you're going to want to place it inside the cell. Next, you're going to want to grab another different color piece of paper and cut it like so, and this will be your rough and smooth ER, which you will place near the nucleus. Next, you're going to want to grab milk duds, which will be our ribosomes, which you will place around the cell and around the rough ER. Next, we will grab cheese puffs, which will be our Golgi apparatus, and we're going to place it inside the cell. Next, we will grab Kit Kats, which will be our chloroplasts, and you place it around the cell. Next, you're going to want to grab gummies, which will be our mitochondria, and you're going to place it around the cell. Next, we're taking popcorn, and this will be our lysosomes, and you will place this around the cell as well. This is our finished product of the plant cell model. We hope you enjoy.